MATC's EMT program offers a diverse set of alumni. Gert Groman has been considered by his teachers to be one of the best students in MATC Mequon's 20-year program.
I'm an EMT firefighter in a paid-on-call department for Mequon, and my responsibilities include responding to fire calls and car accidents. We have both fire response out of this station as well as our heavy rescue unit. I'm also an EMT IV tech, and so I'm on call for our ambulance service. I started at MATC about 4 years ago, and I took the Fire 1 class at MATC at the Milwaukee Safety Academy. And then after that, about a year later, I went back to MATC North Campus and I took the EMT basic class. And then a year after that, I went back and I took the EMT IV tech class. Probably one of the biggest things that I got at MATC was, especially in the EMT basic class, they focused really heavily on doing a good patient assessment. Because all of the tools that you're going to use when you're trying to treat somebody in the field and then get them to the hospital is going to be based on that initial assessment that you do when you first get on scene. And so there was a tremendous focus on doing a good baseline assessment of that patient. One of the other things that they taught a lot was critical thinking skills. So when we'd be doing exercises, they would tell you symptoms that you might find or signs that you might see with the patient. And what they'll do is they'll take it from there and you say, okay, now what's your course of treatment going to be based on what you're seeing and what the patient is telling you. In the EMT basic class, probably the biggest piece of advice that I would have would be stay ahead of the curve, because as you go through that class, there are various different exams and you have to maintain a certain minimum score as you're going through the class. And so what happens is if you don't hit the class really, really hard up front and start scoring well on the initial exams, it can be kind of an uphill battle as you go through the course, and it becomes more and more and more stressful because you're battling to try to maintain the average to stay in the class. I love being an EMT because I really think that it's important to be able to give back to the community. When I was younger, I never took the opportunity to serve in the military and the armed forces or anything. And I think that it's important that everybody spends some time serving their community.